What's that? I gotta see this. We're taking a look at a really expensive apartment in a very pricey part of town that some people might consider a tourist trap. The rent for the apartment is $6,000 a month, and it's located in Little Italy, which I don't see on this map behind me. So that means we're gonna have to take the train. So Little Italy, it's probably a 15-minute walk from where we just were at Astor Place. We could have walked, but it's a little bit chilly today, so I just preferred to take the train, which actually took us to Canal Street. Little Italy is right next to Chinatown, which means that the closest stop is actually the 6 train on Canal. We're winding our way through some of the side streets that are just north of Canal Street so that we can get over to Mulberry Street, which is like the main street in Little Italy, which in itself is a really tiny neighborhood. They don't call it little for no reason. It's only 3 blocks long, roughly, and it's full of restaurants. The main thing you're gonna get if you live in Little Italy is restaurants. Fine dining, traditional Italian restaurants. It's not a cheap place to live. Little Italy is expensive. It's next to Chinatown, yes, which is a budget-friendly neighborhood, but it's also very close to Soho. Mulberry Street actually runs through Soho and heads up towards NoHo. So it's a very pricey neighborhood, and square footage does not come cheap down here. Pretty nice building so far. I could get used to this. Whoa. Normally, I would start the tour in the living room, but I'm not waiting to see what this is. I wonder what's up here. This steep staircase. Huh. That is one heck of a view, and this roof deck would be perfect for having visitors or hanging out or just stretching your legs. Most apartments in New York City, you don't get anything like that. You don't even have outdoor space, but here on this roof deck, it's private, it's exclusive to this apartment, and that is just one heck of a view of downtown Manhattan. I haven't seen that in anything in any of the surrounding apartments in this neighborhood, because the only way to get this is to be in a place that's in the top floor of a building like this apartment. This apartment's on the top floor, and that's the only way we can get to the roof, and none of the other apartments in this building that are also on the top floor have a roof deck either. So this penthouse level apartment for $6,000 has one incredible view. This is kind of scary. I'm gonna have to be careful. Okay, this is really steep. All right, so now that we've seen the roof, let's check out the rest of this apartment. Right now we're in the living room, and this is an awesome room. I really like how they've got the breakfast bar kitchen off to one side of the living room, and how you've got plenty of space here to just set up a couch and an entertainment center against probably the brick wall, with your couch most likely being against this wall over here. Once you get a couch in here and a couple of bar stools for that breakfast bar, this is gonna be an awesome room to hang out and entertain guests. And that's good, because we're in a popular part of town and everyone would wanna come visit you if you lived here. And since the staircase is connected to the living room, which is also right by the kitchen, if people wanna bring things from the kitchen up to the roof, it's super easy and you don't have to walk through a bedroom. The most disappointing thing that I see is that the staircase or the balcony or the outdoor space is connected to one of the bedrooms, and that is just awful. In this apartment, they did it right. You can get from your living room, your kitchen, and your bathroom, which is just down that hall there, easily up to the roof, and you don't have to walk through one of the bedrooms. So this layout is fantastic, and the way that they have the outdoor space connected to the rest of the apartment works really well. Let's check out the kitchen. This kitchen is absolutely gorgeous. These are the nicest appliances I've seen in a walk-up style apartment in a long time, and everything here just screams premium. The countertops are this beautiful granite, and it has every appliance imaginable. It's got a microwave, a full-size stove, it's got a wine cooler, a dishwasher, and a washer and a dryer. Everything that you would need to run a kitchen at full capacity is right here. This is the dishwasher right underneath the sink. And then this is the wine cooler. Let's see, how do you get this thing open? Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bottles of wine. It would take me an awfully long time to drink 6 bottles of wine. I think that that's more than enough, and I don't think any of us can complain that there's not enough wine storage here. But I am a bit concerned. If there's a wine cooler, and there's a staircase, and there's a roof deck, only a responsible person should rent this apartment, because I think that accidents could happen if you weren't careful. It looks like the bedrooms are spread out throughout the apartment. There are 2 rooms at this end of the apartment, off this side of the living room, and then on the other side of the kitchen, there's the bathroom and one of the bedrooms which face the street. So let's go over here, we'll check out the bedrooms, and then I'll show you the bathroom. All right, here's the first room. Ooh, that is a lot of sunlight. Man, this room is really sunny, and I would need curtains for a room like this. This room is super bright. And even though it faces the street, these windows are really thick. These are new modern windows, and I'm not getting a lot of street noise in here at all. So you'd get a good night's sleep if this was your room. And I really like the exposed brick walls. Those are a nice touch. Let's check out the closet space. That's not bad. This is a pretty good closet. There's 3 levels to store things. There's an overhead storage area up top. There's kind of a middle area here where you'd want to hang some things, and then there's a lower area here. Let's see, did they put a bar? There's a bar here to hang things, and a bar here to hang things, and there's overhead storage. So this is a really good closet. If this was your room, you wouldn't have any issues storing things, and you'd get plenty of sunlight and not a lot of street noise. So this room facing the street, this is a good one. Let's check out the other 2 and see how those compare. Every time we walk through this living room, I am just struck by how sunny it is. That's because, I didn't know if I pointed this out. There's a skylight here, and that's why this room is so sunny, even though it doesn't have a ton of windows. Love this living room. Okay, so we've walked down the hall, and there are 2 bedrooms. There's one here, and there's one all the way down at the other end of the apartment. Let's take a look at this one. The ceilings here are really high, and there's a skylight. But there's no actual window. I'm not sure what I think about this room. It's large, and it's got even more closet space than the room we just looked at, and it has a skylight, so it's bright and sunny, but it doesn't have much of a view at all. I think that the issue here is if you want to be able to look out your window and see the city of New York, or even see something, you can't really do that because you don't have like a traditional window. You have a skylight, it's got an awesome built-in AC. You're not going to be uncomfortable here, but you don't get the view. I think the benefit of that is this is probably going to be the quietest room of the 3. External noise is going to be the lowest here because it doesn't face the outside of the building at all. So things like sirens and street noise aren't going to travel here to the extent that they would in the other rooms, which were already pretty quiet. So I guess even though you don't have a window here, it is still a really good room. It would easily fit a queen-size bed, so would the other room. And it's going to be the quietest of the 3. So if you need a good night's sleep, this might be the one that you want. That overhead storage up there, that is really high up. The ceilings in this apartment are over 10 feet tall, and that is way up there. I'm not sure how much use I would get out of that personally. I'd probably put things there that I didn't need to get to very often. Alrighty, let's go check out the room at the far end of the hall. Let's see what we've got here. All right. This is a really cool room. There's a lot of sunlight coming in because you've got 2 windows. Now these aren't as big as the window that faces the street in the first room we saw, but they are bigger than the windows in the room we just looked at, which only has the skylight. This is a good room. It's easily gonna fit a queen-size bed. I really like how this one also has exposed brick, and it also has a really nice closet with 3 separate levels, just like in the other 2 rooms, and there's closet bars so you can easily hang things. It's really nice. But there are these overhead storages up here. I think you're just gonna have to get a ladder to get up there if you wanna use those. These bedrooms are all really nice. There's plenty of outlets. The ceilings are really tall, and they'll each fit queen-size beds, and they've all got plenty of storage space. This is pretty cool. Both of these bedroom doors have panes of glass in them, which allows even more light to travel into the living room, and that really helps this apartment stay nice and sunny all the time. Let's take a look at the bathroom. It's not a very big bathroom, but everything in here is brand new, and it's full of light, and there's tons of mirrors. This is an awesome bathroom, even though it's really small. The only downside that I see is that because it's so small and this is a 3-bedroom apartment, it might be kind of tricky to share this if you've got roommates. With the see-through glass shower and the fact that the room itself is really small, you wouldn't really be able to use this or share this with anyone unless you were living here with your partner. Then you could share it, but I don't know if roommates would feel that comfortable with each other for 2 people to use this bathroom at the same time in any capacity. Storage space here is really good. This medicine cabinet is gigantic and it's got a lot of storage space. There's also this really big cabinet at this end of the bathroom, and this has a ton of storage space as well. And finally, it looks like there's even more storage space underneath the sink. Yeah, this is nice. But there is no tub, so if you really need a bathtub, I'm not sure how well this is gonna work, but the shower is super premium and there's a window in it, so it's gonna be really easy to air this place out. And there's a ceiling fan, so you shouldn't have any problems with a bathroom like this feeling musty or smelling bad. It's gonna be really easy to air this out and keep it just like it is now throughout the entire time that you're living here. That's a really nice bathroom, and the more I look at this apartment, the more I realize just how many smart choices were made when it was designed. I almost fell right there. This is a really nice building. Really love what they did here. And look at that, right outside your door, Little Italy. This apartment is right here. So what do you think about that apartment? If you had $6,000 to spend every single month on something, would you spend it here in this apartment or would you do something else with it? Let me know in the comments what you think, and let me know what you think about that staircase and the fact that it has a wine cooler. How responsible would you have to be to live there if you wanted to live there? If you enjoyed this video and you liked it, subscribe. That way I can see you next time. Thank you so much.